जयति पराशर सूनु सत्यवती हृदय नंदनो व्यासः यस्य आस्य कमलगलितं वाङ्मयममृतं जगत्पिबति व्यासाय भवनाशाय श्रीशाय गुणराशये हृद्याय शुद्धविद्याय मध्वाय च नमो नमः। कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविता शाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकि कोकिलं। My dear friends, as I need not say, today is the most auspicious day. What everybody knows, the whole world knows this day. We celebrate this day as Ramanavami. Ramanavami is the birth of Rama. Rama was born on Chaitra Masa, Shukla Paksha, Navami, on Punarvasu Nakshatra. So this day we celebrate. Ramavatara happened in Treta Yuga. What is the purpose of Lord's incarnation? Every time when Lord comes down, what is the significance of that incarnation we should know? See in Bhagavad Gita, whichever the topic we take, we have to enter into Bhagavad Gita, then only we can understand the other topics. Yada yada hidharmasya Glanir bhavati bharata abhyutanam adharmasya tadatmanam srujamyaham. This is the statement which is in Bhagavad Gita, where Lord says that whenever there is fall down in dharma, so at that time definitely I will come down. Yada yada dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyutanam adharmasya. To lift the dharma, tadatmanam srujamyaham, to destroy the evil force, I will come down. So this is the time when in Treta Yuga, Lord Rama has to incarnate. There are two kinds of avatar in Lord's incarnation. We have Dashavatara, we know. All the Dashavataras, it has happened in different age. So why Lord comes down? One is Jnanavatara, another one is just to destroy the evils. This is not Jnanavatara. Ramavatara is not Jnanavatara. There to destroy the evil forces only he came. So to destroy the evil, what was the evil which was there? That is Ravanadi, Samhara, had to happen. So Jnanavatara means here in Krishna, it is both. Jnanavatara is also there and even destroying the evils, that is also there. So where in Ramayana we need to, what is the meaning of Ramayana, that we should know. I just told the Mangalacharana shloka, that is Kujantam Rama Rameti Madhuram Madhuraksharam Aruhya Kavita Shakham Vande Valmiki Kokilam. We need to go overhead to that Rishi who gave this Ramayana. Let us contemplate on this within the time stipulated here. The whole Ramayana we cannot even discuss in our one life. But still there are chances whenever we get time, we need to know the significance of Ramayana. The Rishi who gave us this is Valmiki. First we should know the Valmiki, that is not his name. As I told Vedavyasa, what we say, that was not his name. Krishna Dvaipayana, as I told, even Valmiki Rishi's name, it was not kept by his parents, Valmiki. So it's all their significance and their action in their life and their situations in their life, how they get. So later on, they got those names, like Vedavyasa, who divided the whole Vedas. So that's why he is called as Vedavyasa. Valmiki means the word Valmika. The word Valmika, what do you mean by Valmika in Sanskrit? Valmika means anthill. He did tapasya. Puranas say that his name was Ratnakara. Okay. Ratnakara was his original name, Valmiki's name. He was a complete dullhead and he was a hunter. They say all these stories. Let us leave all those stories. Let us take the important gist of that. When Narada came once, he was hunting. He was a robber, it says in the Puranas. he used to rob the people who used to walk in the forest, it seems. So when Narada came, so he also tried to rob Narada also. Then Narada, then he did not get scared. Then that made that Ratnakara very frightened. Oh, why this person is not getting scared of me? Everybody runs away when I go behind them. So this person is very brave. So his effulgence, Narada Muni, he is an embodiment of bhakti and jnana. So with his divine power, he just transformed that Ratnakara and he gave the important, what is the purpose of life? So you better do tapasya here. That's what his instruction. So he just did tapasya for so many years that even anthills started growing on his body, completely covered. So later on, after many long years, when Narada Rishi came back again, he saw this Ratnakara in transcendental meditation. So that made Narada very happy and just removed that, all those anthills and all, and he gave that Rama Mantra Upadesha to him. And he was not knowing what to do. What to do with this Rama Mantra. Then Brahma, he came. Kornosmin Sampratam Loke Gunavan Kastya Viryavan. This is the shloka which inspires Valmiki to write Ramayana. So he asks, who is the personality in this earth whom we can glorify? Kornosmin Sampratam Loke Gunavan Kastya Viryavan. Gunavan, who is the embodiment of all the gunas, whom we can praise. When that question came, so undoubtedly it was Rama. So then Valmiki Rishi, that person, Ratnakara, he immediately, spontaneously, one shloka came from his mouth. Manashada pratishthantvam agavashyashvati samaha yatkroncha mithunadekam abhadihi kamamohitam. This is the shloka which gave, or this is the shloka which came spontaneously from Valmiki, and the instance was different, in this different situation where Valmiki was just going for Sandhyavanana in a riverside, and he saw two birds, just Krauncha Pakshi, crane, what we say now. Krauncha Pakshi was sitting on their branch and they were in love. He was just looking at that, so beautifully these birds are just together and they are loving each other. So he was enjoying that, looking to those two birds, Krauncha Pakshi, white bird, Krauncha, crane, we can say. Suddenly, all of a sudden, there was an arrow which came and shot one bird there. And that bird, one bird fell down and it was lying in a pool of blood. And other birds started crying, shouting. Seeing this, Valmiki, this shloka came. Manishada pratishthantvam agamash ashwati samaha yat krauncha mithuna dekam. Krauncha mithuna means the love of those birds. Yat krauncha mithuna dekam avadihi kamamohitam. All this because Valmiki was witness for all the incidents of Ramayana. Because in Valmiki Rishi Ashrama only Lava Kusha was brought up. So he was inspired to write down the whole story of Ramayana. This is the story where it says, Manishada pratishthantvam agamaha ashwati samaha yat krauncha mithunadekam. Who is Krauncha here? Ravana is compared to Krauncha. Krauncha means a person who is very crooked-minded person. Crooked-minded person here in Ramayana is Ravana only, because he just lifted Sita. So, Yathrauncha Mithunadekam Abadihi Kamamohitam. So, just for the sake of his sense, that is gratifying his senses, Ravana did all this act, because of which he had to face the wrath of Rama and completely Ravana Samhara happened. So, this is the purpose of Rama's incarnation there. Rama's incarnation is a perfect incarnation to destroy the evils. What is the meaning of Rama? We should know. Ramayana first. Okay, let us take that. What is the meaning of Ramayana? The word Ramayana has been very grossly, it is being misused. by the local languages. In Kannada I can say this. Dolde Ramayana, we say. The word Ramayana is being taken to such a level where people just make fun of that word. Dolde Ramayana means we say, you are big a day there. If you are traveling someone, that person will react in this way. Dolde Ramayana. Ramayana means that has become a very big laughing word. But actually, what is Ramayana? Ayana means path. The path followed by Rama. That is called as Ramayana. Ramayana means the path followed by Ramayana. He is called as Maryada Purushottama. He is called as Maryada Purushottama in the whole history, the story of Ramayana. So what are the qualities told by Valmiki in Ramayana? Ramayana is composed by Valmiki, 24,000 verses. How many verses are there in Ramayana? 24,000 verses. We need to know this first. All these 24,000 verses were composed by Valmiki Rishi. Composed means, I tell always, he did not take pen and paper and wrote there. No. It's a mental composition. All the 24,000 verses are composed mentally by Valmiki Rishi. And he wanted to see whatever we create in our mind that we need to express. So he just told the same thing to Lavakusha there. And Lavakusha, they imbibed everything, each and every 24,000 shlokas, and they made it as a play and they gave a public performance there. So like that this Ramayana came into force there. So how Ramayana became public. So that is the intention of Valmiki Rishi. So it's a very big description which is in Valmiki Ramayana, how Lavakusha, they were all very bright students of Valmiki, and they imbibed the whole 24,000 verses and they made it as a play. When they gave the performance, everybody, all the Rishimunis, they were thrilled. So this is how the story goes there. So let us take some of the important features and lakshanas of Lord Rama there. How Rama was. Valmiki explains some of the important, there are many shlokas which explain the character of Rama. The whole Ramayana is a character analysis. If you analyze the character of Ramayana, so everything we can apply to our own self there. The word Rama means, Ra means, if you go to the etymology, Ra means Ramana. Ramana means Sukha. Okay? Ma, the word Makara means Jnana, knowledge. That is Jnana and Ananda, both. Personification of both knowledge and bliss. That is Rama. That is the meaning of Rama. Rama means the personification of both Jnana and Ananda. Jnananandamaya Sharira. That is, in all the incarnation of Lord, that Sharira is Jnananandamaya. It is not Panchabhutika like us. It is Jnananandamaya, everything. So the Jnananandamaya bliss and knowledge is personified in all the incarnation. That exactly fits here the word Rama there. Ra means Ramana, Ma means Jnana. So Jnananandamaya Sharira is Lord's. Always. It is. Always. But for us, they come like the human beings. But their body is completely not Panchabhutika at all. So that we should understand that first. So what this Ramayana, in this Ramayana, what are the characters which is being explained by Valmiki? He says, let us take some 2-3 shlokas fast and I will explain. Vyasaneshu manushyanam dhrisham bhavati dukkitaha utsaveshu cha sarveshu piteva paritrishyati. This is the character of Rama. Rama, when he was born, the time when he was born, so the baby which was there, it started attracting the whole public, it seems. The whole Ayodhya. The whole people in Ayodhya, they got excited when Rama was born. So it says, as Rama grew in his life, so nobody was there in Ayodhya who did not like Rama. Everybody, Rama. Rama everywhere, in each and every house. Whatever the topic they discuss, it should end in Rama. So that was the kind of situation. Whatever the situation, whatever the topic they discussed, so the topic should contain Rama, that word. So Rama word should come there. Ramo Ramo Rameti Prajanam Bahomata. So that is the statement which says, everywhere Rama. So his character, what Valmiki explains is, Vyasaneshu Manushyanam Bhrisham Bhavati Dukkita. Vyasaneshu Manushyanam. If a person, if he is in sorrow mood, so how Rama used to react with him means as if he is in this sorrow mood. Vyasaneshu Manushyanam Bhrisham Bhavati Dukkita. Utsaveshu cha sarveshu piteva paritushyati. Utsaveshu cha sarveshu means if a person is very happy, then Rama used to feel that as if he is very happy or he has got all those happiness. Utsaveshu cha sarveshu piteva paritushyati. Like a father, how he feels the upliftment or the growth of his child, how does the father feel? That happiness, like the father's happiness, piteva paridushyati. How a father is very much happy with the growth of the child, personality. So like that, Lord Rama was in his character. Piteva paridushyati. Saturityam prashantatma mrudupurvam vibhashate uchyamanopi parusham nottaram pratipadyate. How beautifully they say this. Saturityam prashantatma. How he used to talk with the public, Rama. Saturityam prashantatma. He never used to get excited with any of the situation. Prashantatma. Mrudu purvam vibhashate. Always his talking, it was just very sober, very mild. We may see many people, they talk very mildly. They don't raise their voice at all. So that was the kind of interaction, how Rama used to interact with the public. Saturityam prashantatma mrudu purvam hi bhashate uchyamanopi parusham. Okay, if other person came in the intention of fighting with Rama, what he used to do? Uchyamanopi parusham. Parusha means that is very gusty voice and with high voice, high tone. If somebody used to come and interact with Rama for the intention of only fighting with Rama, then Rama never used to get excited. Uchyamanopi parusham nottaram pratipadyate. He never used to answer him at all. What he used to say? I am very sorry, you are not in a very good mood. Please, let me talk to you later. That was his response. Uchyamanopi parusham nottaram pratipadyate. Another one shloka. Buddhiman madhurabhashim purvabhashim priyam vadaha Viryaman nachavirya mahatasvena visvita. So beautiful this is. Buddhiman. So he was very intelligent, Rama. Madhura Bhashi. The same word, Madhura Bhashi. Always, see, many people are there. If they talk, we feel that when he will stop that talking. Or we never feel like talking to those persons at all. Not like that. Rama was Madhura Bhashi. People used to listen to him and look at his face continuously so that the time passed. So they never used to feel the time. So why, if Rama stops talking, then people used to say, why did he stop talking? Let him continue. So that was the pleasing personality of Rama. Buddhiman, Madhura Bhashi, Purva Bhashi. Purva Bhashi means here, see, we have this ego. If somebody you know very well, after 5-10 years you meet that person. He'll be coming from that side and you'll be going from this side. From this side you will think, let him speak first, then I will speak. Then he comes, he goes away. You will also not speak. Then you will say, see that person, how he is very much ego. Even I know him very well. He did not speak. Even after 5-10 years, he didn't speak. What he did, he also did the same thing. No? So both are in the same track there. So that is our human attitude. So we expect other persons to speak. But Rama never used to do this. Purvabhashi. Purvabhashi means he only introduced himself first. I am Dasharatha's son Rama. How are you, sir? Even though he don't know the name of the other person, he used to introduce himself first. Buddhiman, Madhurabhashim, Purvabhashim, Priyam Vadaha. Priyam Vada means always good words. Priyavakya Pradhanena Sarve Tushyanti Jantavaha. So that's why Vachane Kala. We need to speak always good words, it seems. You need to always speak good words. This is the Subhashita which is Priyavakya Pradhana Sarve Tushyanti Jantava Tasmat Tadeva Bhaktavya. Vachane Kadharita, where there is the scarcity for good words. There is no scarcity for good words. What is scarcity there? It is the lack of our mental attitude. It is our attitude which doesn't allow us to speak good words. So Rama was definitely Buddhiman, Madhurabhashi, Purvabhashi, Priyamvadaha. Viryaman, he was definitely brave. He was the finest person there who was expert in archery. Nobody could compare to the main important qualities of Rama there. So Viryaman, Nachavirya, he was very much expert there, but he was not having that proudness. That ego was not there. Nachavirya, Mahatas Vena Vismita. The whole world used to get surprised by his quality there. So this is how some of the few shlokas what Valmiki says about Ramayana. But to take the gist of that, the whole Samagra, we have Ekashloki Ramayana. So where everything, the whole story of Ramayana is there in the Ekashloka. Ado Ramatapo Vananigamanam, Hattvamraka Kanjanam, Vaidehi Haranam, Jatayu Sugriva Sambhashanam, Vali Nigrahanam, Samudrataranam, Lankapuri Dahanam, Paschat Ravana Kumbhakarna Haranam, Etadhi Ramayanam. Finished. The whole Ramayana is finished. See the whole story, how they have taken it in a just one shloka. We can contemplate on all the situations there. Ado Ramatapo Vanadigamanam, Hatva Mriga Kanchana, where that Mriga was killed. Okay, that golden deer. Vaidehi Haranam. So Vaidehi means Sita, who was lifted by Ravana. Jatayu Maranam, even Jatayu was killed by Ravana. Jatayu Maranam, Sugriva Sambhashanam, then Sugriva becomes very close to Rama there. Sugriva Sambhashanam, Vali Nigrahanam, he is going to kill Vali there because Sugriva and Vali, it's a very big story. Many people have misconception about all these things. Why did he kill Vali? We can discuss this philosophy behind that. Rama never did any mistake. He has done everything perfectly and it is a perfect act there, where there is no room for thinking any fault in him. But what is fault in us is we understand it because our mind is always going in a fault direction. We never understand as it is anything. So this is how the whole shloka of Ramayana is taken in a gist. Sugriva Sambhashanam, Vali Nigrahanam, Lankapuri Dahanam, Samudra Taranam, he says. So after this, then Rama crosses that ocean, Samudra Taranam, then Lankapuri Dahanam. The whole Lanka was burnt by his Hanuman. Paschat Ravana Kumbhakarna, Patanam or Haranam. So the whole situation, the whole story of Ramayana ends here. So we need to contemplate on this day. Sri Rama Rama Rameti, Rame Rame Manorame, Sahasranama Tatturyam, Rama Rama Rama. Just last minute I will explain. There is no end. If I keep talking, because of time limit, we need to stop. I tell you the significance of this Sri Rama Rama Rameti, Rame Rame Manorame, Sahasranama Tatturyam, Rama Rama Rama. They say that just take the name of Rama, it is equal to Vishnu Sahasranama. It is as if as you take 3 times the word Rama, then that is equal to chanting Vishnu Sahasranama. How? I have been telling this, the whole Purana, you must see those in 2 stages. One is numerology and psychology. The numerology is there in this. What is the numerology in this? Rama, the word Ra. Ya, Ra, that is the second. Okay. Ma, that is Pa, Bha, Bha, Ma. That is a 5. 2 into 5, 10. Rama, Rama, Rama. Sri Rama, Rama, Rameti. 3 times if you say 10 into 10, 100, 100 into 10,000. That is Sahasranama. This is numerology. See, beautiful this is. Sri Rama, Rama, Rameti, Rame, Rame, Manorame, Sahasranama Tatturyam. It is equal to Sahasranama. Rama, agar Ram ka shabda agar 3 baar aap lete, if you have this anusandhana, if you know the meaning of this, the word Rama there, Ya, Ra, that is Ra. 2 into 5. Ma is the fifth word, fifth letter. 2 into 5, 10. Rama, Rama, Rama. Finished. 1000 times Vishnu Sahasranama. This is numerology. This is the Anusandhana Day. So beautiful this is. The numerology of Ramayana, the number of Ramayana is number 7. Because Rama, born in 7th nakshatra. Ashwini, Bharani, Kritika, Rohini, Mrugushira, Aditya, Punarvasu. 7th nakshatra. He is the 7th incarnation. Okay? Matsya Kurma Vara, Sri Matsya Kurma Varadeva, Trikesari, Vamana, Javadatnam, Sri Rama. This is the 7th incarnation. And Ramayana contains 7 kantas only. There is no 8th kanta. Valmiki Rishi did not compose the 8th one. It is 7 only. Why this number? They are very particular, Rishi Munis. Because numerology, philosophy is hidden in numbers. If you understand numbers, then you will better understand philosophy. Thank you very much. Let us contemplate on Bhagavad Gita in the next opportunity. Hari Om.